Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. So it's easy to forget that as many new shooters are coming into gun ownership in the last handful of years, it's easy to forget that it's not just shooting fundamentals that they need help with. They also need help with gear setups. I see this a lot on internet forums and like Facebook groups of how should I mount this and other things like that, and people that have their gear kind of jacked up. They're a new shooter, first rifle, their gear's kind of jacked up, and then they get a whole bunch of people in the comment section roasting them as opposed to helping them. So today we are going to go over mounting a red dot on your rifle. So real quick, if you like this sort of content, do me a giant favor, hit that subscribe button. I am trying to hit 50,000 subscribers this year, currently at a little over 36. So all the help is absolutely appreciated. Also hit that notification bell if you want more videos from me. If you want to support the channels in other ways, you can also become a member. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and share the video as well. Let's get into the red dot. This is basically how a lot of modern ARs come set up. They come set up with some sort of a forend, however long it may be. Forend meets the upper receiver here. You have a section of Picatinny rail here, and then a certain amount on your flat top rail here. What to do with all of this space, right? Well, I'm going to put a light here. I'm going to put night vision stuff here. I'm going to put a rear sight here and a front sight here, and I'm going to put a flip to the side magnifier here, and I'm going to put a red dot here, and then I'm going to put an offset red dot over here, and somewhere on this side I'm going to put an LPVO, and then another different light for different purposes and things like that. Let's not get carried away. We're just going to mount a red dot today. So you have all of this area to choose from with your red dot. Where do you want to put it? Well, I'm going to spoil it and say you want to put it right there. You want to put it as far forward as you possibly can. So when it comes to the red dot itself, oftentimes you have some sort of a riser on the bottom, and then you have the dot itself. This is usually the two main components of a red dot setup. Not oftentimes is there 3 or 4 pieces to the red dot from rail to the top of it. Why do we want the red dot as far forward as possible? Well, to begin with, when you have the red dot as far forward as possible and you mount your rifle, the farther away your red dot body is, the less likely you are to get tunnel vision through it. If you run your dot all the way back here, which just kind of pains me to even do it for this demonstration, there's 2 problems. Number one, oftentimes, more often than not, you end up with tunnel vision through your red dot, meaning that while you're shooting with both eyes open, which you should be doing, while you're shooting with both eyes open, you end up that so close to your eye that you sort of end up getting lost right in that one, and a lot of people end up squinting or closing their left eye or non-dominant eye in order to focus through that. They get very, very optic focused as opposed to threat focused and area focused. This is no good. This is not an ideal situation. Also, you lose the spot that you would normally put something like a rear backup iron sight. Additionally, if you want to run a flip over magnifier, you also lose the footprint for that. So there's almost 0 positives to having the red dot this far back, or even close to this far back, because you lose so many things, and it tends to, again, just the way humans work, the way humans' eyes work, you tend to, the way their brain works, you tend to end up getting optic focused. You end up getting tunnel vision through that optic, where you should be threat focused and aware of your peripherals. So we put this guy up here, and that is it. That is where you're going to mount your red dot. It could be a slot or two back. You know, honestly, anywhere in this last maybe 2 or 3 slots. So what I mean by that is I have it on I have the locking block in the second to last slot. There is where I had it. You could have it here, right? So anywhere in this last 1, 2, or 3 slots is pretty good. Again, you get much farther back than that, you end up losing space for magnifiers if that's what you're going to run. You also end up losing space for your rear sight, and the closer it gets to your eye, the more likely you are to get optic focused. Now, why do we not run it up here? If you know, Matt, if it's farther away from your eye, the better. Why not run it all the way up here? Because handguards tend to move. No matter how sturdy your handguard is, I know this is a thing. It's an internet thing. Like this whole like immovable handguard is really an internet thing, where people think that their handguard never moves. All free float handguards have the ability to move with either heat or abuse. You run it way up here, you run the chance of losing your zero by either your handguard twisting or bending one way or the other, up or down. Especially if you are mounted on some sort of a barricade and you're pushing down real hard, you can actually flex that handguard and raise or lower your dot off of zero. So for any of the new people out there into owning an AR, hopefully this helps out, gives a little bit of explanation of why you may see everybody's red dot forward and why that jackass on a Facebook community tab or Facebook community page for guns roasted you because your red dot was back here or back here, as opposed to trying to help you. Hope this answers questions. Hope you got something out of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Get your gear set up right. Train with it. Become proficient with it. We'll talk to you later.